So I'm here today to talk about the world of tarot, and I want to explain exactly what tarot can be in our everyday lives. So tarot really is a spiritual belief system and a tool to help us access our spiritual belief systems. Tarot can work with many different belief systems because tarot is about helping us to understand the energetic influences that work through our spirit, through our subconscious, and through our conscious mind. Tarot is a tool and a language to help us understand the underlying energetic themes that influence our everyday life. And when we understand these energetic themes, we can learn to work with our spirit, our subconscious, our conscious mind in new and different and dynamic ways. A big misconception about tarot is the belief that it's just about predicting the future or doing forms of divination. Divination is one aspect of tarot, but the most important thing to remember is that what tarot really is about is having a conversation with ourselves. It's about having a conversation with our spirit, with our subconscious, and with our mind, so that we can understand ourselves and our life circumstance in a more dynamic and a more deep and profound way. With tarot, we can use this tool to understand what energetic influences are impacting us, and we can use this tool to learn how to work in harmony with this energy rather than working against it. One of the things in our daily lives, we tend to get overwhelmed by our circumstances. We tend to get overwhelmed by all the things that are on the surface of what appears to be, our dramas and traumas and difficulties. But with tarot, what it helps us to do is to actually get past our own circumstance and see the deeper meaning of why these circumstances are coming up in our life. And it's about helping us to really see what the energetic impact is and what's influencing us, and it gives us advice of how to work with this energy. It's also a system that we can use to invoke energy. So this system can help us to co-create energies that we want to work with in our everyday life. It's reminding us that we're not a victim to life happening to us. We are co-creators of what we want to make happen in this life. And so the tarot can help us to learn how to invoke energy, to bring that energy into our life, but also teach us the lessons of what it takes to co-create that energy. It will show us where we are blocked, where we are challenged, where we are neglecting certain energies, so that we can work past those things to bring co-creation into our life. So tarot is really quite a dynamic tool. With it being a language, the tarot is really teaching us how to communicate with our spirit and subconscious through the language of symbols. Tarot is comprised of many different esoteric systems that speak through the language of symbols. When you understand the language of symbols, you can understand dream interpretations, you can understand all types of different oracles in tarot, and you can start to communicate with your subconscious to find deeper layers of truth. But in order to do that, we need to get past our fears, we need to get past our illusions, and we need to get past our judgments and criticisms. So tarot is also a tool to help us go through those things, to help us face our fears, to face our illusions, to face our judgments and criticisms, to go through profound levels of healing so that we can come into this co-creation of energy and this co-creation of magic with the world. So tarot really allows us all of these things, and it's really a beautiful system. One of the things that I love so much about this system is that I've been working with it for well over 15 years in a very spiritual way, but also having many years before that of playing with tarot. And through my journey with tarot, it just keeps getting better, and I keep learning more. There's never a point where I've said, that's it, I know everything about tarot. Each layer brings me to a new layer and brings me to a new layer and brings me to new aspects of myself. So I really value having this tool a part of my life because exponentially, I just keep gaining more and more, and I learn more and more. So I feel that tarot is such a valuable tool to have a part of my own life, and I really love being able to share the experience of tarot with other people, because I feel that it has something to offer everybody. And really it's about creating your own relationship, because one of the most important things to remember about tarot is that in itself it is just a deck of cards. It has no power. The tarot is not where the power is. The power is within yourself. And the tarot is just a tool to help us access this power, to go into different layers of our power and our experience, to bring more of a conscious element to our spiritual path and understanding, and encouraging us to work in a more dynamic way with the energy that is all around us. So tarot is about developing this spiritual relationship with ourselves, and creating a more harmonistic relationship between ourselves and our divine connection. And this can translate into any form of spirituality, and isn't limited to a specific path. It's a tool that can be used on any path, and is this amazing tool and language that just helps us to to grow in our spiritual connection and to transform in our spiritual connection. And as we learn this language of symbols, we can and create this relationship with the cards, we can create an even more dynamic spiritual connection with ourselves that just expands and gets better as time goes on. So yeah, that's a little bit about tarot. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Excellent.